What's up guys, Johnny Sedum here. We are in Louisiana and we are super pumped to be here. This is a trip that we've been planning for quite some time and we're going out with Captain Jerry Menard.
The guy.
We're out of Pecan Island, Louisiana. We are on a narrow walker, 35-foot narrow walker.
Cat haul.
Number one.
Yeah, this is hull number one, which is kind of a special thing.
Made out of Louisiana. It's an aluminum hull boat. We're super excited to be here and we're gonna give you a little tour of this boat. We're gonna give you a rundown of our jigging technique that we're using in Louisiana.
Tricks that we keep up our sleeves.
That's right. So guys, we'll see you on the water.
Good?
Yeah.
Got juice.
So here's the deal, guys.
Yeah.
We're out here with Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry has a grocery store that he owns. So it's 4:30 in the morning and he just went in grocery shopping in his store right there. Will's grabbing ice out of the ice machine. We're about to hit the wall. Actually, we got to hit the road. We got about an hour drive. So we probably should be at the dock. If I quit talking and start actually helping out, we'll be at the dock in about an hour. See you guys on the water.
Hold up! Alright, you good? Coming up.
What a stable boat, man. You could put 10 people along one side. It's not going
I had 12 people in it last weekend.
It's not going anywhere.
Well, the saga continues. Rope broke. We just spliced in bowline to bowline into the old rope.
I taught a FG.
Tied it
PR
up.
bob.
He did his PR bob and FG. Chris just cut the old rope off. We're waiting for him to get back in the boat. Pull the ladder up. As it stands now, we've got about 6 hours to get in. All right, guys, here's the deal. We made it about 60 miles offshore and heard a little noise from the Suzuki motor. A bunch of alarms went off and said we had low oil pressure. We pulled the cowling off of the motor and oil was in the cowling, and what we noticed was the oil filter had cracked actually on the engine, and oil went down, oil pressure was down, so we couldn't run any further. Our fishing grounds was another about 60 miles out, so luckily we had a sat phone. We started getting on the horn, seeing if we couldn't get sea tow, seeing who we could get out here. And crazy thing is FWC, no, not FWC,
FWC.
it's FWC, okay, shows up and they want us to leave the boat here. So you can see FWC, they're towing us right now. They wanted us to leave the boat and get in their boat and just let this thing go adrift, and Captain was not having it. So we're gonna have to take a rain check on this, really. So we've traveled from Florida, we've taken planes and brought gear with us, and so we're gonna get back to land. We're gonna assess the engine. We believe we know exactly what the problem is. We just need to change this oil filter out. We're gonna grab some more oil filters. We're gonna run it for a minute. We're gonna make sure that everything is right and tight once we make that move, and we'll head back out in the morning tomorrow. You know, and this is just typical boat stuff, right, Christopher?
Yep, and thank goodness we got Captain Jerry Menard, who loves to fish offshore.
Sleep for it.
So we're gonna give it a shot tomorrow.
All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
I'm all raising the eyebrows. See when you die.
Broke our third.
Second line.
Second.
We're on our third.
Second tow line. We're on our third tow line. We just tied back off. It's late.
How many miles
We're wore out.
We're tired.
Captain Jerry wore out.
Whose idea was it to save this boat?
We gotta keep going. We could have just left it. Well, guys, here's a little follow-up. I want to show you guys this oil filter, and this is kind of crazy. It's got a crack right there on the bottom of it. Let's see if you guys can see that there. So that's what shut us down yesterday on the water. Just one little simple thing. So we're here with the boys, Chris and Will, Captain Jerry, and myself, and so we're changing the filters on both of these motors. We're gonna make sure we got one with us on the water for tomorrow as well.
We have four.
We have four of them. Okay.
We're not getting caught again.
And that way we're ready to rock and roll. We're gonna clean this boat down. We're going back out on the water. Sorry for the delay. Let's go catch some fish, boys.
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
We made it, guys. We made it. We are, if we left from Key West, we'd be out to Pulley Ridge by now, but we're out of Louisiana and we have made it. We're sitting in about 300 feet of water, and I'm actually gonna drop down a 420. I probably could get away with the 300, but I'm gonna put down a 420, probably do a different color than Chris. Right? Chris is putting down the same thing. And I'm going single hooks, baby. I'm gonna go single 6-0. I've got my Accurate Valiant 500, matched with a Power 3 Johnny Jigs Pro jigger. Let's catch some fish, baby. Nice scam. Yeah, let me just. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, we wrote a song once called 3 Pitches Off the Bottom. Because that's what this produces sometimes.
That's right, guys. Number one.
Yeah, one drop 420, silver, ghost glow. Beautiful scamp grouper.
I got hooked up, baby. One drop 420. Had one on, came off, and I'm getting pretty close here.
You're on bottom or no? Will?
Hooked up. A little tight. My fish should be seeing color here pretty soon.
Where's our lines going?
A little bit
I got
towards
color.
the bow and left.
Oh, red snapper!
Yeah, very endangered.
Red snapper.
I think he's short too.
There we go.
Hooked up over here.
We got color now. It's sure acting like a grouper. Let's hope that it is.
Whoa, that's a fat yellow edge, bro!
Badass yellow edge.
Oh my gosh, that's a fat.
Yeah. Good. Oh, good.
What did you do, Ralph?
I dropped down the grouper killer with my Tokayo.
Do you have it?
Yeah. That there jig.
Let me take a picture of
That's a grouper killer, and that's a beautiful grouper, isn't it? We want to get a few pictures, maybe.
Deep, guys, so deep. Chris brought up a longtail sea bass. Will caught an incredible yellow edge grouper as well as a longtail sea bass. I'm tight on something that's a smaller, deep water fish, so I'm hoping it's a longtail sea bass so I can show you guys how cool this fish looks. I'm using my electric reel here in Louisiana. Oh,
That is not a longtail.
lizard fish.
A lizard fish?
Lizard fish. Damn it.
That's a perfect swordfish bait. Perfect swordfish bait.
Look at this
I'm gonna go
fish.
drop this thing.
I knew it was small, but
Chris, you got some.
to continue and show you guys just some of the different things that we do. But number one is you'll notice that the rod is across my forearm here, and as the jig is going down, I'm thumbing the spool so the jig stays like this. You don't see any bouncing in my tip because I'm keeping the jig vertical so it falls as fast as possible. The trigger on the reel seat, because of this type of reel seat, is in between my pinky and my ring finger, and I'm able to cup the spool, so I have complete control over this outfit as I'm allowing this jig to descend.
We're there.
So I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna get a couple quick pops right off the bottom, and then I'm gonna get into some more technique for you guys. Bottom, 1, 2, 3. That's it, guys. I'm hooked up. I mean, one of these days I'm gonna get into a good technique, but that quick pop off the bottom, it really works, man. It really, really works. Oh, fish is off. Fish is off. Okay, so now I'm gonna drop right back down to him, right? The fish just came off, but he's still down there. So a lot of times you could drop it right back down to them and do it again. So this is just another technique that goes along with it. So I'm right back down to him. Let me give it a couple rips. Let's see if he comes and gets it. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. Okay, I'm gonna drop right back down. Here's another move. You guys ready for this? I'm gonna let it sit there for just a second. Now I'm gonna pop it. Okay, nobody's home. Drop back down. So now you could do slow, short movements on the bottom, staying tight to the bottom, just like that. You can see the recoil of my rod. Nice slow movements. I'm doing quarter turns with the handle right there. And now I'm gonna drop it right back down. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna do a full turn and a long pitch. Full turn all the way up. You can see I'm putting a lot of movement on the jig. But the most important thing is, if you can see my line, if not, I'm gonna tell you what's going on. As my rod tip goes down, my line is completely slack, right? So there is no tension from me in the jig as I let it fall down. I'm allowing the jig to do what it's designed to do, and I'm gonna drop back down. So guys, that's about it for the technique. Let's see if we can get hooked up on a fish. There he goes.
Got him.
Got him.
That was the long soak.
Playing the long game.
Right. Keep working. Yeah, I came up off the bottom a little bit. Those two first grouper were just tight, tight, tight. Free pitches on the bottom. Scamperoonie.
Get out of here, dude. You are a grouper.
Oh, man. It's a good one, too.
Yes, it is.
Jeez Louise.
You are very good.
Sorry, guys.
Like you did
Well,
it.
I'm doing my scam technique.
It's like you did it before.
I figured.
Okay, you're holding it a different way.
I figured, what the heck? Let me go for the scamps. I know how to get them. My goodness, this is a beautiful scamp grouper. That right there. Deep drop, Pulley Ridge North. Man.
Hooked up, baby!
Yeah. Piece of long line. Oh man, we pulled up all sorts of weird stuff. Deep color down there. Berkeley X9 20. Gotta love it. He's back a little bit. What you need? Hey, just back a little bit. You don't have to do anything. Almaco maybe? A bit of flop here. Neutral, neutral, neutral.
Scamp grouper, baby.
30, 40 feet off the bottom. I fit the jig too, it's a different jig.
This dude has got 5 scamp groupers to
Yeah.
my 2 red snappers
You want this
right
part
now.
of your aggregate limit, maybe?
And you know what? And the worst part about this is he switched jigs from the one he caught the other 4 on.
Right.
Everybody's up.
We're using that He switches jigs, starts catching.
What do you want me to do? Apologize?
Everybody's getting hit on beeliners and Chris is pulling a scam.
You gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Johnny Jigs, baby. Hooked up, baby. We're staying so vertical, you guys. I was able to actually bump down from the 320 to the 220, which makes it way easier, way lighter on me. Big vermilion. Look at that, another species, boys. That's a fat beeliner. Fat beeliner. That's him. That's a big beeliner. He's up there.
No, get out of there.
I always like it when our captain gets hooked up. Guys, you guys got to check out our boy Jerry's Instagram. Jerry _
Captain Jerry 44.
Captain Jerry 44.
Hold him out for it.
Hooked up, baby. I was literally moving a camera. The fish hit me. Just one small bounce of the jig. It is unbelievably hot out here. We're chugging water in between bites. Anytime we can put it down just to stay hydrated. And I can tell you that the hot jig right now is the Ultra Flutter 350 in a chartreuse color. Captain Jerry has been putting us on some fish. He's over here jigging with us.
I need to get back on the hound so we can get over him.
And man, we've had just a incredible journey to get out here. And, you know, luckily we actually had a day, you know, in between our breakdown and to relax. And we went and saw Captain Jerry's Uncle Rusty and Miss Julie. Miss Julie cooked up an incredible meal for us, which was awesome. And we got to talk fishing with a man who's been doing it for a long time out here. He was telling me about watching VHS tapes and learning how to catch fish. And here we go, boys. Another scamp. But so this Ultra Flutter has just been absolutely dynamite for us. It's been just these fish are just hammering it. It's something about that color, the action of it. But that's a 350 there. Another scamp grouper going in the box. Gosh, it does look like a yellowmouth though. I don't know. Floating out like a.
Oh, there it is. I see some bubbles coming up.
Uh-oh.
Looks like a yellow
What
edge.
we got?
Bubbles.
J-Fish, scamp.
Yeah.
Atta boy.
Yeah,
Magnum
baby.
too. Good job, Will.
Oh,
That's a good one.
That's a fatty.
Is that a yellow edge or a...
Yes,
That's
sir.
a big scamp.
Good job, Will.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we like using golden red jigs right there, because a lot of their forage is, you know, just that reddish color. So if a jig's red on the surface and this is red on the surface, sunglasses are red on the surface, they probably look pretty similar down below. We're pulling up fish left and right. Gonna get back in there.
Well, I want to see what
Here we go again, baby. Today's a beautiful day. 300, I'd say 300 feet, although it's easy to say 700, 800, 900 feet's our favorite depth because the species, you know, get a little more exotic. But 300 feet is such a wonderful depth to slow pitch jigging, because you can really pull all your tricks out of your sleeve. Short pitches, medium pitches, long pitches, mixing back and forth, different levels of crank and free pitch. When I say free pitch, I mean no crank on the pitch, just the pull of the rod. Nice low pull of the rod, get flutter. Lower the rod tip, let the jig pull out the slack. So here's another scamp.
Oh my god.
Oh, no. Ah! Dude, there's scamp grouper down there. Just saying. 16 inch.
You are nasty.
You know, one thing I will say about scamp that I've noticed is lighter colors on the jig, which is definitely not like, you know, it's not the only thing that they'll hit.
Right.
A lot of scamp hit that I've caught has been on lighter jig colors.
Hooked up, baby. I gotta be honest with you guys, and this is just another great move. When your buddy is hooking up and you see what jig he's using, switch it up to what he's using.
If you got one.
If not, you go into his bag and see if he has another one and you put it on. He's coming up like a good one, boys. Coming up like the right one. He's not fighting me anymore. He's on his way up. I'm they give it the old Captain Morgan, guys. Ooh, it gets so nerve-wracking when they bounce. That's when they come off, you know. And just having a little bit of bow in the tip of your rod and kind of take that bounce helps a lot. You don't want to stretch the hole if the hook is made of the fish's mouth either. I got deep color. It's looking like the right species, boys. It's brown. It is delicious. It's everything that I hoped that this fish would be. Another just beautiful scamp grouper, boys. That is an incredible fish right there. Man, these guys thump just so hard. And if you look, I just switched up right to the same exact jig that Chris was using, the Ultra Flutter 350. And man, this fish right here makes the long run out 120 miles worth it. I can't tell you, they don't get any more delicious than this one on the grill.
Well, it is the afternoon and we've been jigging in 600 for the better part of this afternoon, pulling up some tasty fish, something we love to do. And we appreciate you guys joining us on this Louisiana adventure with Captain Jerry Menard on his beautiful 35 Nero Walker Cat, which has been a really, really nice ride, really safe boat overall. Getting us out this far where the good fish are. Let's see what we got here, because we got another one, and it's a long-tailed sea bass. Super cool. One of the coolest fish in the ocean. We've got one mounted at the shop. Thanks, Jer. Preschool. Great one to come up and show you guys. Definitely a box checker on the jig. He hit my 400-gram guava torpedo. And that's a fine test. This is a pretty average size long-tail sea bass. They're pretty incredible when they get a little bigger than this too, but you know, if you watch our channel, you'll see a few more of these caught in some other videos, but always something to stop and admire. Deep water. Tasty fish too, very delicious. You know, and they love the slow jig. So, thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe on our channel. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Most definitely pop over to CaptJerry_44 on Instagram. That's who hosted us out here in the Northern Gulf. Appreciate you guys watching. Most importantly, jig on!